Hey, 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 happy Monday. How you feeling? You look good.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm great.
So look,
I'm great. I'm great.
I haven't been on here in so long, so I'm seeing half of my head cut off. Is that how it is, or is half of
No,
my?
it's like, your full head, like, has to show, but if it can't show, that's okay.
But
And like, me and everybody else would love to see your hair because you have beautiful hair.
that's what I'm asking. So what I'm seeing is what's showing. So
Move
I need
back
to
a little bit.
try.
Move
So I
back
need
so
to back
everybody can see your lovely hair.
somebody's here.
Ladies and gentlemen, those of you who are coming on, please welcome Lisa Jones Blocker, who is known as Lisay Music. How are you, hun? It's been a minute. I know, you've been like, going through a lot, but how are you holding up?
I'm hanging in there as best I can. By God's grace, is all I can say. Just got some
Hmm.
more bad news like 10 minutes ago. So 2024 is going down as the worst year. I'm gonna say the worst year for my family anyway.
Hmm.
So, but yeah, so
And
that's I
yeah,
keep
I
yeah.
send my condolences, like, once again. And, it's just like, breaks my heart is that, people in general in the music business, they just passing away left and right, and it breaks my heart. It's the holiday season, everybody needs to be in the holiday spirit, get together, just like, love one another, pray for one another.
Absolutely. Unfortunately, it's a part of life. It's just hard to deal with, but it's a part of life. So yeah.
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 So like, basically, what have you been doing? How are you preparing for the holiday seasons?
That's probably not the best question to ask me because I'm not preparing for the holiday seasons at all because I've been hit with multiple family deaths. So honestly, I'm kind of like in the doldrums of trying to pull myself up. So uh, yeah. So all I can do is pray to God for strength.
Yeah, just like, keep on praying, that, none of your family members get taken away so soon.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, girl. So let's move away from that subject because it's definitely depressing.
And then, yeah, let's like, go to like, your latest single, Free, which is a cover of legendary singer Denise Williams. Yeah, let's talk about that. Why did you decide to like, do a cover of that song and put it out as a single?
Well, my supporters slash fans, I guess you could say, made the decision for me because I've been performing the song at gigs, periodically over the last couple of years. And quite a few came to me and asked me if I had ever thought about recording a cover of that. And of course, my answer was no, I don't do covers because I'm a songwriter. So I write my own song. So I don't need to do a cover song. And so that's just something I never considered doing, recording someone else's song. But again, so many people were giving me accolades over hearing me perform it that I finally said, okay, let me do this, girl. You better do this. So that's how it kind of came together. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And like, when it comes up to like, doing remakes of the song, what are your favorite like, songs to sing like, while performing live, and why now? What are your favorite songs to sing while you're performing like, live, and why?
Oh, well, Free is one of them.
Yeah.
Because it's a classic and people who grew up on that music, they love it. So it's all about giving the audience what they want. It's not about what we, the artists, prefer, because there are times when I'm like, I can't sing this song one more time. Like if I hear this song one more time, I'm gonna go nuts. But a couple of musician friends said to me, yo, Lisay, we get it, we understand, but it's not about what you want, it's about what the audience
Yeah.
wants. So Free is definitely one of my faves right now. Of course, we have the holiday season upon us, and I have, a holiday album, even though I haven't performed anything yet, but I have a gig that's coming up Saturday that I'll be performing a couple of songs off of that.
Oh, okay. And where is the gig gonna take place?
It's in Virginia.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
okay. Okay.
It's in
Oh,
Virginia.
okay. Like what city? Norfolk or what city?
Caroline County.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Caroline County. It's near King's Dominion. If you are familiar with King's Dominion, I don't know if you've ever been there, but you've probably heard of King's Dominion. So it's near the amusement park, King's Dominion. That's
Mhm.
all I know right now.
And let me tell you something. I'm praying that I'm able to get the chance to visit Virginia in 2025.
Okay, well, all you got to do is do it, make the plan, and make it happen.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. And when it comes to you singing and performing, you just like emphasize with your words and do a little on the step. It's like, what feedback do you get from the fans?
Um,
And
you
I'm
know,
talking about your promos, It's like, when you sing, when you dance.
well, I get positive feedback for the most part. So many people think I'm like a big ball of energy. Um, I hear that all of the time. We love your energy, my showmanship, the way I interact with the audience, because a lot of times, I'm walking through the audience, because that honestly makes me feel a little more at ease, because a lot of times when I'm performing, before I take the stage, or once I even take the stage, I'm nervous. So that's actually a way for me to feel the crowd out and to make myself a little more comfortable while performing, interacting with the audience.
And basically that's normal for an artist, to be nervous at first, before they get on stage. And but once they hit stage, they're on beast mode.
Oh yeah. Yep, definitely. So mhm.
And I saw like a video of you when you performed Silly by Denise Williams. Tell us about your experience performing that song live.
Well, that I've only performed that song twice. So I'm thinking you saw that was from a Valentine's gig, and that was with a live band. And of course, performing with a band, it's a whole different energy, because you have so much more flexibility performing with a band versus tracks. Because if the audience is into it, you can break it down, you can start it over, you can do whatever. You can play that 3 or 4 minute song that can turn into a 15-minute jam. But when you're performing to a track, when the track is over, the song is over for the most part, because
Yes,
you're not on
yes.
stage controlling the sound. It's usually a sound person or a DJ. So yeah, uh yeah, I love the flexibility of performing with a band. Of course, I can't always do that just because of me traveling up and down the highway, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. The musicians can't all go with me. But yeah, performing with the band. And honestly, I'm not sure if I answered your question. What was that question that took me to the band situation?
And I basically my ask of you, what was your experience like on performing Silly by Denise Williams?
Okay, yeah. So yeah, that was well received, because I don't think too many people were doing that song. And Denise is a beast, needless to say. Shout out to Denise Williams. We love you with that beautiful golden voice that you have. So yeah, that was very well received performing that. And speaking of Denise, no one knows this story, but I'm gonna say back in 2017 or 2018 when I uh came back to VA. I'll try to make this very long story short, and then you can pull the questions from what I'm about to tell you. Um, I went to this event that was at this hotel in Hampton, Virginia, and they were having it was a jazz band, and yeah, it was a jazz band, and what do you call it? Not karaoke, open mic. So, I had been out of Virginia for a very long time, so I really didn't know any of the musicians in VA because I was used to the DC, New York musicians. So anyway, someone there told the band leader that I was there and like, you need to get her to sing. I didn't go there to sing. I went there to be entertained, not to be a part of the entertainment. But anyway, I had gone to the restroom, and when I came out, they were like pointing out, there she is, there she is. You need to get her, get her. And I'm like, what? I'm not singing. Well, you know what happened, right? So they're like,
Yeah, you
oh,
didn't
okay,
want
I
that
know it's you.
attention.
We
You
need to
didn't
get
want
you
that
on
attention.
stage.
And I understand you didn't want people to run up on you, but like that's the one thing that irritates an artist is that when people they just point at you, telling you like that you could get on stage immediately to sing. No, you can't do that. You can't do that.
So ultimately, I was pressured per se, and I went on stage, and guess what song they were playing? Take a guess. Free. So yes, so I performed Free. This was back in 2017, 2018. There was a major concert promoter there. When I say major, he does big time events.
Hmm.
He came to me after, he heard me sing, came to me, said, wow, you did a great job with that song, da, 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 da. And he went on to say, he's like, and I know Denise Williams. And I was like, oh, okay. So I I wasn't really brushing him off, but for him to tell me that he knew Denise Williams, I mean, not to brag or anything, but I've met many artists, been on stage with many artists, so him telling me that it wasn't really a big deal per se, just him telling me that, but girl, this is where the thing changed. He called Denise Williams up on the phone. He called Denise Williams up on the phone right after that and walked over to me and put me on the phone with Denise Williams. Before he put the phone to my ear, I can hear her talking. Now I'm going nuts. Now I'm reacting. I'm like, I can hear her, and I'm like, I know her singing voice, and I know that's her. So he told her, I just heard this young lady sing your song and she did an amazing job. So I'm on the phone talking to Denise Williams, and she's telling me he told her, he just heard me sing Free and how impressed he was, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And I'm just like, ah! Now I'm going crazy. So true story. And I would love it if I could get her to what's the word I'm looking for? To with regard to my single, the remake of her single, get her to endorse or to even put her in, be in a music video or something. I might have to do a what do you call it? I might have to recreate that whole scene myself for a music video. But yes, I was on the phone talking to the legend herself. And now that I'm thinking about it, those things also probably in its own way had a major impact on how I ended up doing her song Free. I mean,
Wow.
yes.
And basically, what was her feedback when she saw you like performing that song live and even put it out as your single?
No, she didn't see me performing it. The promoter is the one who saw me performing it. And he called her on the phone to tell her about this lady that he saw her sing her song. And then he called her on the phone and put me on the phone with her. So no, she hasn't seen me perform it. He's the one who saw me perform it, and then he made the phone call to her. And of course, she was very encouraging, like, don't give up. So to have that from the legend, man, that was her speaking to me right there.
It's like as long as you get a feedback from a legend, that's a blessing. That's a blessing.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Uh-huh. And I see that you now have your own radio show. How long have you had it for, and how is it going?
Well, I have not been on since August because that's when I released my single in August and I was traveling. So I'm really just getting back home and staying put. I'm trying to stay put for the rest of the year per se. But so yeah, I haven't been on the station since August. Actually, the owner of the radio station had been trying to get me to come on for years, but I wasn't interested. It was like, I don't want to do that. But I'll say this, I enjoy it. It actually was therapy for me. It really, when I was going through some hard times over the summer, I needed it, and it really helped me through some hard times. So hopefully I'll be back on 2025, sometime in 2025.
In January.
Yeah, yeah. So and actually, I had another internet radio station who heard my show reach out to me and wanted to hire me for their show. So we shall see where this all leads.
Okay. Okay, and speaking of like, radio show and talking, that's very therapeutic. You communicating like, with the people who are listening to your show, the special guest, that like, that like, you have on your show, and even co-host. And like, when you get back into doing your radio show, are you planning to have any co-host on
Well,
your show?
they're pretty much giving me freedom to do what I wanted, whatever I want to do. I mean, that is actually something that another female podcaster, she wanted to join me on my show, but it didn't happen in 2024. So we'll see what happened in 2025. That's all I can say is we shall see what happens. But honestly, I just enjoyed playing the music because my show was on Wednesdays. It's called Hump Day Wednesday with Lisay. Whoever's out there, I don't know if anybody's out there, anybody watching, you can see that on your screen. I can't see it on mine. Anyway, thanks for tapping in, y'all. Whoever's out there, and happy holidays and blessings to each and every one of you. But yeah, so I really enjoyed playing the music. It was therapy for me. And my show was called Hump Day Wednesdays with Lisay. And I would start off um, playing hip hop, old school hip hop, because I started playing, let me get my years together. 20, wait, this is 2024. So I started in 2023. So that was the 50th year of hip hop. So that was like my little moniker in the beginning to start playing the old school hip hop. It's 50 years of hip hop.
Mhm.
So for about the first hour or so, it would be hip hop, old school hip hop, and then I would go into old school jams, slow jams. I called it the slow jam party. So it was very therapeutic, very, very healing for me. I loved it. I love it. Yeah.
Yeah. And that's some of like, what we need, some type of therapy, because it's like, us as African American women, our mental
Mm-hmm.
health is what matters the most,
Yep.
you know.
I'm trying out. I got a new little gadget. Is that better lighting?
And yeah. It's perfect. It's
Oh,
perfect.
okay.
Oh, okay. And like, speaking of songs, are you working on a new project?
Yes. But that's gonna be a while, and well, of course, we're already at the end of 2024. So yes, I have some new music that's gonna be coming out in 2025. I collaborated with Barry B of the Get Fresh P, Dougie Fresh and the Dougie Fresh and the Get Fresh crew, DJ Barry B. Him and I did some work together, and hopefully that's gonna be released in 2025. But I also have, haha,
I
I know
love
this is
it.
big. I know this is big. That's my holiday album. It's called Holidacious 2. Yep. Guess who did the design? I thought that was kind of unique.
You always create your stuff, huh?
Yep,
And
yep, yep, yep,
that's
yep.
awesome.
So, for those of you who are watching, Holidacious, get it? Holiday, let's say, holiday, let's
Trust me, it
say.
will have you moving and grooving.
Holidacious is available on all platforms. This was my first CD album. That's available too. But Holidacious has all of the songs, 15
Make,
tracks.
make sure y'all grab it. Make sure y'all grab each of her albums.
15 tracks, 15, all original, all original, produced by moi.
Yes,
Okay,
yes, yes.
all written and produced and arranged, all vocals and everything by Lisay, with the exception of the two cover songs, which are "Oh Holy Night" and "Silent Night." Holidacious, baby, available on all platforms, all platforms, all platforms. Get it, stream it, download it. Follow me on Instagram, Lisay Music, Lisay Music, Lisay Music is my IG and my TikTok. To find the song, the music is just Lisay, Lisay. Let's say Holidacious, 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 Holidacious.
Yes.
15 banging
And make sure
holiday
y'all grab each of
tracks.
her albums. You're gonna love it. Y'all gonna be moving and grooving this holiday season. Trust
Thank
me,
you.
it
Thank
will be
you.
amazing. She's amazing, y'all. Thank you, each and every single one of y'all who joined this live. Lisa, thank you so much for being a guest for the second time on my show. It's more than a pleasure having you on. I'm going to continue to pray for you and your family. And,
Thank you very much.
just keep doing what you're doing. Just keep being strong. And, God will, and just leave the rest to God. He will reward you.
Amen. And thank you for the opportunity today. Many blessings. Sending much
Yeah.
love up to NYC.
Thank you.
Happy
Thank you. Thank you.
city to be.
Yes, because of you, I'm like, here like every 2 months
Yes, that's my home away from home. Or maybe this is my home away from home.
and sending a lot of love to you in Virginia.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
All right.
Holidacious.
Yes, yes.
Holidacious, y'all.
I'm gonna be moving
Available.
and moving to it, and I hope y'all do the same. Those of you who are joining.
Holidacious.
Yes.
Holidacious.
All right.
All right.
You enjoy the rest of your day, and you have a blessed week. And I'll talk to you soon.
Thank you. Enjoy, everybody. Stay safe out there. Many blessings.
Yes.